it's the way they play that just makes them so effective, and they've mastered it. And it's going to take some team to stop them. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what Chelsea's tactics are going to be on Sunday. But I was looking at something. I saw a graphic on Twitter last night where it was like PSG against the big clubs in their last few games, 15-0. Because they beat, it's 5-0 they won against Inter.
Yeah.
4-0 they beat Atletico Madrid.
4-2 against City.
2-0.
Yeah.
No, they
4-2
counted the last
City.
few. So Real Madrid,
Yeah, I'm just talking the last few.
and then
2-0.
also Bayern Munich as well.
Yeah, 2-0 Bayern Munich, and then 4-0 the other night. I'm like,
Unbelievable.
And
They're
we're not
they're on fire.
conceding too many goals
So they're not
as well.
even conceding
Yeah,
goals. They've got a great goalkeeper. Again, we witnessed that firsthand. Arsenal when we played them, we had chances, but Donnarumma is a very difficult keeper to beat. He made some great saves, and it was a complete performance last night. And they're going to take some stopping in the final. What can Chelsea do? I mean, maybe you be able to talk to that better.
Yeah.
But what are the tactics? What tactics do you think? Because certainly you can't do what Real Madrid did last night, that you're trying to play a high line. You'll get battered.
Yeah. No,
You have to come with something else.
The first thing I'm looking for is hopefully that we play three midfielders, because you guys, you look to dominate in there. And
In the midfield, yes.
I need to see three guys in there. If it's a combination of Enzo, Caicedo, Santos, and then Lavia if he's back fit in time.
You could do with Lavia in there.
Yeah, I think Lavia would be key if he was available. I don't know if he will be. Got to match them in midfield. I mean, from our perspective, listen, I've never gone into a final that Chelsea have been involved in my life and not thought we could win and not backed us to win. And I don't mind the fact that PSG are the best team in the world right now, and everybody thinks they're going to steamroll us because we're good at being the team that no one expects to win. No one expected us to beat Bayern Munich in their own backyard. Nobody expected us to beat Man City in the final. Nobody expects Chelsea to win when they win. So I take that. I take that as a responsibility that we have to stop them. The rest of England has failed. You failed.
Well, we beat them.
Villa's failed.
We beat them away.
Who else have we beaten?
No, Villa, we lost at Villa Park 3-2.
But you've knocked these guys out, isn't it?
Yeah. We did,
So I'm looking forward to it, man. And it's an opportunity for us to test ourselves, because we've been playing Conference League. We've been out of Europe for a couple of seasons in terms of Champions League. So now we're going up against the best. I'm relishing it, man.
And now you're going to save England then. That's your mission.
That's what I'm here to do. Save England. And to be honest,
we don't want you saving nothing.
and to be honest, you guys will be very welcome. You know what I mean?
Allez, le
You'll
bleu.
be very welcome.
Allez, le bleu. I don't want you
allez,
not to
Paris.
win nothing. I know you right, because if you win that game, you won't be saying you saved England. You will be lauding
saying,
it up.
"Hold that,
Quite
the rest
rightly
of
so as well.
England."
Listen,
Quite rightly so. If you win it, quite rightly so, they can laud it up because they'd have won everything.
yeah, people
Clean
obviously
sweep.
don't like the side of the draw we've beaten.
I don't like that
But
sound
if
of
we
the
beat
clean
PSG, no one can say anything. And to be honest, we're in form as well. Back into the Premier League, we was in form. This tournament, we got
Pedro's
our
playing well.
Yeah, we got our humbling against Flamengo, but we've won all the other games. João
Well, we
Pedro,
lost against Botafogo as well. So
yeah.
won
So
everything.
you know the Brazilian sides have been a problem, but we got Cucurella in form. You know, we got Caicedo, Enzo in form, João Pedro in form. Pedro Neto has been probably our best player in the tournament. Centre backs have been really good. So just Sanchez and a couple of others, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna need you to have the game of your lives. But
Ain't really been
it's gonna
up
be-
against a team of
Yeah.
that quality, though.
Of
innit?
course, of course.
You know, I watched Fluminense. They didn't really have an attacking threat, really. Just sort of play one man up front and things like that.
Yeah.
These are different.
When was the
different
last
kettle of
time
fish.
Chelsea had a game like this against a team as good as this?
Probably Champions League under well, it would have been Champions League under Graham Potter when we lost to, well, Lampard actually lost to Real Madrid second leg. That for me, that's the last game where there was jeopardy. And to be honest, we knew we was going to lose that game. And I hate going into knockout games and knowing you're going to lose. But when you saw our lineup at home to Real Madrid, that we knew we're not trying to go through here. We was in a terrible state. I think Lampard had a shocking record in his interim return, which is understandable because we were just terrible. But jeopardy like this. Probably Tuchel's second leg at the
So it's been a
Santiago
while
Bernabeu. It's been a
since
long
you
time.
played a team of this
2022
standard.
Yeah.
Could be
And
a turning point. For
this is what
Chelsea,
you
to
need,
be
man.
fair.
These games, like, no disrespect to the Conference League, but we knew he was going to win every game. Every single game we knew he was going to win. Even Betis in the final, 1-0 down. Yeah, we were angry, but I knew if these guys turn it on, they're gonna blow them away.
Yeah. So it is a big one on Sunday night, the Club World Cup final, the first ever one, Chelsea versus PSG. We'll have it for you on DR Sports, but let's preview it and predict it. Score-wise, I mean, it could go to extra time and penalties, which I don't think either team would want. So I do think PSG win this game. They might go through a couple of small periods where you might have to suffer, like you did against Liverpool.
Yeah, that's fine. We're used to
at
this now
Anfield,
as well.
But you can hold on and you can
Agreed.
go again, and it doesn't phase you, right?
Agreed.
Even if you concede a few chances,
Yes.
you just carry on as normal. So
Yeah.
I do think PSG's quality overall and their momentum, almost their style of play, I do think it defeats Chelsea. And I will go for a final score of... I'm stuck between 2-1 and 3-1 because they can score, as we've seen, but I'll go 2-1 to PSG in the final, which will make them the champions of the galaxy. Rob, score prediction?
I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1 to PSG.
3-1 to PSG.
Yeah, I think
Fairly resounding.
I think. Listen, it's a final. Chelsea have got a chance. Chelsea are a good side. They played well in this tournament. I know they had the easier side of the group, but then there's some of them teams. Them Brazilian teams have been all right still.
Yeah.
So it ain't like it was like
Listen, Man City and
it's
Inter
gonna-
Milan got knocked out.
Exactly, yeah.
So
They
on that side
got
of the
knocked
draw,
out as well,
so-
yeah. So, I think Chelsea are a good side. But I think just if PSG turn up and play like how they've been playing in these big games, I think it's going to be PSG. So I'll go
Matisse?
3-1.
It's tough because we don't concede loads of goals. They don't concede at all. But I feel like we probably need it to be a high-scoring game. I'll go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Stu.
That's not high scoring.
I know.
Well, listen, there's no player in that Chelsea squad that will take up PSG in a very objective way that can replace our starting 11.
Cole Palmer?
Not even Cole Palmer. Who you taking out?
Fabian
Dembele?
Ruiz is probably in the only position
Potentially
nearest
Fabian
to Cole
Ruiz,
Palmer,
yeah.
and he's way better at this moment in time.
But
Caicedo?
Fabian Ruiz is
You wouldn't
not
have
even
You can't touch
Caicedo,
their
no
midfield.
Jackson, no
Cannot
Caicedo.
touch their midfield.
Your best players, I believe, at the minute is Pedro Neto. I like Pedro Neto.
No,
Is-
Caicedo's their best player. He was
But-
brilliant the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
night, man.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
great player.
I
I
think-
PSG's team though.
Oh, you think?
He can
Over
fit actually in
Vitinha
terms
and
of style
João
of
Neves.
play as well. That potentially
I
can
think-
be
I
a
think
player
he
that can
could.
fit.
I
But
I think he could go into that
I
team
think he
very
could
well.
go into that
I
team.
To be
think that
fair,
midfield
though.
is
But
untouchable.
obviously, you wouldn't want to take anyone out of their team. I mean,
Yeah.
they're about
As
to,
well,
they've
yeah.
done a treble, so
Can't track.
I think we're not going to concede. I think it's going to be 3-0 PSG. The only player that I'm scared of is our former academy player, Christopher Nkunku. We are usually bullied, or we are cursed by our previous players. So usually when they play against us, the likes of Kingsley Coman and stuff like this, they usually
Mbappe
score
didn't
against
do much.
PSG.
Yeah, not
Well,
Mbappe,
unfortunately, yeah, but he's not an academy player anyway, so I wouldn't count him as a
Yeah, he's
PSG
Monaco.
academy player. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, if we play the football that we played throughout the season, no one can stop us. So I'm going 3-0 PSG.
3-0
Yeah.
to Paris Saint-Germain.
We
Let us know
scored
in the
5
chat,
at
by the
Inter
way.
as well, so.
Yeah, and you could have scored 6 yesterday,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
I'm honest, if it wasn't for Courtois, especially early on. I'm going to sneeze here.
You know
But
the
we
drill.
will have that for you on DR Sports on Sunday, so make sure you're around for that. Marcus Rubin in the chat says PSG have a 0.000000000000001% chance of winning, adopting the old Matisse jinx tactics there.
yep.
Hopefully that works. Deepan says, so sad PSG fan from day one is going to see Chelsea win.
Let's see.
Time will tell, man.
I have good memories of Chelsea and also the header of David Luiz.
David
And
Luiz, man.
I like playing Chelsea, so I'm looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Shout out to Thomas.